So this holiday season, Tori wants you to think outside the box when it comes to food. Get out of here, boring old mashed potatoes. We have Chef Daniel from Perry's Steakhouse. He is teaching us how to level up our holiday menu. Hi, Chef.
How are you?
I'm doing, I smells divine over, and not just you and your cologne, but this smells divine. So, Chef, it's cozy season, and a lot of people have guests arrive before the big holiday. So give me something I can make for like a crowd.
One thing I love is like a chili. This is like a white bean pork chili. It's a one-pot dish, which is great.
So
it also
easy.
smells really good, so your house is going to smell amazing when you're cooking. It's going to be really inviting. So it's actually made from our leftover pork chops. I don't know if you've ever been to Perry's, but our pork chop is
Quite large.
It's a big serving. So what we've done is we created 12 different leftover recipes from that pork chop.
That's so smart.
Yeah, because people go home and they open up the fridge the next morning and got the pork chop in there.
Right.
Like, what do I do with it?
For sure.
We took care of that for you. So this is one of those recipes that we created for it. It became such a hit. We actually won the Food Network Wine and Swine event. It was award-winning. It was the best pork.
Is that
event.
right?
Yeah, and then
mazel
we
tov.
put it on the menu, and now people just keep coming back for it for the fall. So
amazing. So how do you put it together?
Yeah, so we already have some bacon, onion, and garlic going in here.
Okay.
And then obviously
Bacon,
the
onion,
next big part is that pork, the famous Perry's.
So you just like diced it a bit?
Yep, just cut it up. You can cut it how big you want it at
Okay.
home.
That is going to smell unbelievable.
Yeah, and we're just going to kind of get that going, which is really nice.
Okay.
Then we have some poblano peppers, which give it a little earthy flavor to it.
Yes, poblano, and good for you.
It's great for you.
Yeah.
And then we also have a green hatch chili.
Of course,
which is
Denver.
Yeah, which is great. And then we got a can, well, just because it's only available seasonal, like August through September. But it's going to add a lot of great flavor to it. Those cans, I think, is just as good anyway.
Of course.
Yeah. And then we got some white beans.
Very good for you.
Very
and your
good
beans
for
are
it.
essential.
They're so good for you.
Okay.
And what we did, we didn't drain it, which is a lot of people
okay.
drain or rinse
Yes.
their beans. There's a lot of nutrition in that liquid. Which is good. It also gives it like a thickening agent, a little bit more flavor to your chili. So
Keep the juice.
Keep the juice. It gives
wow.
it makes it nice and rich when you're making it. So I think that's one thing that people can do when they're making this dish.
See, I didn't know that. I would always have washed them, which is going to take out all that stuff.
Yeah, it's going to take
all
out
the
that,
goodness
and the starchiness. There's some times that you want to do that, but then you also want your oregano, your cumin. That kind of gives it that good chili flavor, kind of that seasoning.
Cumin. My mom used to make that in the taco recipe too.
Yeah. That's the distinct taco
For
flavor. Is
sure.
cumin.
Yeah.
For sure. So.
And
Yeah.
are we on high, medium?
I would say medium.
Okay, gotcha.
Just kind of let the flavors come together and develop. Once we have the chicken stock, which is going to be kind of your finishing element, you're just going to let that simmer for about 30 to 40 minutes until
And you're
seconds.
done?
And that's it. So you have a big one-pot chili that'll make your house smell amazing.
And feed all the guests.
And feed all your guests.
Oh my gosh.
Really, if you want to go to Perry's the night before, relax because you have all those people coming in, get that pork chop, bring it home, and then you can make the recipe.
Just dice it up. Unbelievable, Chef. Okay, moving on to a big holiday dinner, turkey and ham come to mind. But you say no. You say no.
No.
Tell me why.
Not that those things aren't important.
They are?
They're a fan favorite, but the beef Wellington is something that has made such a comeback, and it's a dish that was created to celebrate. So it literally speaks the holiday season. It's a tenderloin wrapped in prosciutto, and then a rich chicken and mushroomed excel, and then it's got a puff pastry around it. So I don't know what more you can say when it comes to holiday season.
Lord.
So.
And then how did you, I just love the design. Is this?
So that's rosemary. So we just put a nice little crown of rosemary around it just to kind of garnish it off.
I'm going to wear that on my head when I leave. This is so smart. And I think it's a really different take.
It is a
for the
nice
holiday.
take, and it's really impressive. I think if either you have it at the restaurant or you could do it at home, it's something that people are just going to be blown away by.
I'm going to the restaurant. I'm going to yours. And then to put it in my own oven stuff to look like I did it. Okay, talk to me about the sides. How do we spice those up? Sometimes they can be a little bit bland, let's say. Mine can be. How are you going to spice that up?
So I mean, obviously seasoning and building on different layers. We have a butternut squash puree. We've actually added bacon to it to add some like a savory and richness to it. And then we finish it off with maple syrup and breadcrumbs to give it that, so you have that soft texture, and then you get that crunch, and you kind of get those seasonings. So you really have like a fall flavors with some rich and depthness to it. So just adding one or two ingredients can really just bring it back to life.
This is autumn in a side dish.
It is.
That sounds amazing. Okay, now
definitely fall.
Yeah, so my favorite part of the meal, the dessert, okay, we all know that. How can we keep it seasonal but tasty? Because sometimes I'm like, it's too pepperminty, or it's, you know what I mean? Talk to me about that.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that's one of those things that you have to have good balance on. I think with our pumpkin cheesecake, we have a ginger nut crust. It's also pumpkin spiced, but then we have it balanced out with like a vanilla cream and caramel, which kind of balances it down. So you're getting those like soft balances of like pumpkin and that fall feeling, but you also have kind of like a richness that kind of takes that away.
And I like the texture of that crust.
Yes.
I like a little crunchy.
Me too. I love like a softness and like a crunch.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
one of my favorite things when eating. So.
Okay, so say, you know, you're Tori, let's just just say. And you don't want to do any cooking. Okay. Tell us more about how to enjoy Thanksgiving menu at Perry's. Let's say I walk in. What do I do?
We walk in, so we do have full menu available, and we're actually opening up early at 11 on Thanksgiving. So,
Smart.
So look, give people more time to come in during the afternoon and kind of plan their day out however they want. So we have our full menu, which is also available as the Wellingtons and all these great dishes here.
Oh my
but we also do have a turkey dish if you want to come in and just have your traditional dish. It's got the green beans, it's got mashed potatoes, stuffing all in there. So it comes with a salad or a soup, and it's really got some great elements into it. If you don't want to come to the restaurant, we also do a big feast with the turkey and the stuffing and all that good stuff. So you can pick it up the day before cold and heat it up.
This is me. This is me. This is me.
So if you want to do that, you could do that, or you can pick it up hot that day too, and then you can just bring it out and
No,
serve
that's
it.
me. That's me.
So you have two options. You can have it cold and heat it up yourself and
No, I
pull
don't
it out
wanna
of
heat
the
it up.
oven,
Yeah.
or you can come pick it up hot that day, and we'll take care of that for you too. So
Perry's thought of everything. My gosh. Okay, guys, you can try these new items, and it smells divine. I'm not even kidding. These new items for yourself at Perry's Steakhouse. They are also offering a special dine-in meal on Thanksgiving Day, like we talked about. You can also order that to go. Just saying, maybe that's what Tori's move is. So learn more at perryssteakhouse.com. Thank you so much, Chef.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. It looks delicious.